that the country's main shipping company says that it can't even keep up with the number of requests.
Really?
What in
No way I would do that.
What in the Illuminati, Mark of the Beast, witchcraft is going on over there in Sweden?
Wow.
Among the concerns, ID theft, health, and whether the chips can be tracked by GPS.
So they can do everything from buy snacks in the break room to log in the morning to unlocking doors with just the swipe of a hand.
What did it take to persuade the holdout?
Half of them actually within 5 seconds says yes.
But this is it's kind of a generational behavioral thing that takes time.
Most people don't really understand how this technology works, what data is collected, how it's stored, or who might be able to get access to it legally or illegally.
Melissa Timmons was skeptical, but is now chipped.
Yeah, right now it's only to buy a candy bar and get in our building, but there's a lot more that's going to be coming with it.
They're implanted just under the skin between the thumb and the forefinger.
I've just been chipped myself. It's not a painless process, but it doesn't last too long, not too difficult. Minor surgical procedure, which basically involves a little chip the size of, I suppose, of a grain of rice being inserted under your skin. And you can then go off and have it programmed and then do various things inside the building.
Now, what happens if you get the implant and then you're like, I don't want this anymore?
Do you wish you had implanted it somewhere else? I mean, that seems like kind of an awkward place. You kind of have to twist your hand over. I mean, I know it's less painful maybe than putting it down here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a glass chip, so it should be under some skin. I mean, right here you're sort of, banging it against things and it's painful. But
are you more pessimistic on fintech as a whole?
By injecting a rice-sized microchip into a willing employee's hand, all kinds of data can be programmed into them, from driver's licenses and medical ID cards to logging onto computers. The CEO of vending machine maker 3 Square Market literally opening doors with automation that's turning some workers into high-tech machines of sorts. A third holding off for now.
It kind of freaks me out a little bit.
Some experts suggest caution.
And how they can, take your heartbeat, get your blood glucose levels.
Many things start off with the best of intentions, but sometimes intentions turn. We've survived thousands of years as a species without being microchipped. Is there any particular need to do it now?
When you start with something, you end with something completely different, and that's the case here. We started with a simple little chip, and now it's evolved into a whole nother business, which we're in development right now of an actual chip that will be powered by the human body, the heat, and it'll have GPS tracking capabilities along with voice recognition.
Okay.
Are you on board?
No. So do you have sort of this objective to expand the capabilities or services attached to this, or to kind of market this as a product, or is it really just kind of adding convenience for people there?
The radio frequency technology in the devices, approved by the FDA, will be inserted with a small needle by a licensed technician. Some internet experts warn that the convenience could come at a cost.
This is the mark of the beast. Listen, no, let me tell you something. I mean, I'm no biblical scholar here, but it's amazing the parallels made. Now listen, let's get down to brass tacks. Not you. I wish they'd stop with this. They go, we're going cashless. We've been cashless. Where's this cash? Ever buy a house with cash or a car? We've got this. I don't even have, I got a couple of bucks. We've been cashless. But that's not the issue. One of these days, these kids, I think you call them millennials or something, they're gonna take these little tiny RFID, radio frequency identification chips, about the size of a grain of rice. And they're gonna be cool, Scotty. Oh, they're gonna be waiting in line overnight to get implanted. And they're gonna say, look at this. I can go to the drugstore, I can go to a cab. Isn't this great? How cool am I? Look, I've got this little embedded chip. And they'll say, they have medical records. And you're gonna do that to grandma and grandpa in case, God forbid, they have some kind of dementia they're walking off. I mean, after all, we have it in our dogs, right? It's like OnStar for human beings. But here's the catch. One of these days, God forbid, Scotty, they find you guilty of something. And you go before a court. And they say, we're going to sentence you to prison? No. We're going to turn your chip off, and you don't exist. Everything. In fact, people are going to notice that when you walk up, they're going to say, who is this? You're not registered. You say, it's me. What do you mean, who is this? No, you're not showing up on this. You don't exist. If you think I'm kidding, this is Elba. This is like some type of a prison. And people are going to be, one of these days, enslaved by this chip.
Up, down, left, right, A, B, cheat code. Here go all the cheat codes. I'ma give them all the cheat codes. Here go all the cheat codes. Who for thought they out here starving on the streets, though? What you doing about it? Here go all the cheat codes. My mama told me that it's every man for themselves. God for us all, but I got the streets, though. And I'ma give them all the cheat codes. 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 Yeah, cheat codes. I'ma give them all the cheat codes. They say life is just a game, here go the cheat codes. I'ma give them all the cheat codes. Cheat codes. Sleeping on me, you can't even beat me in your dreams. First round draft pick, MVP of the team. You contemplating making plans, I already bounced. When you jumped off the porch, I was nowhere to be found. My intuition telling me the wave coming. Run up on me, you'll walk away, stumble out. Tunnel vision. On the corner watching cars. We hit the kitchen, sell a product and go to the mall. I pray to God and my pistol be my bodyguard. I pray to God and my pistol be my bodyguard. I pray to God and my pistol be my bodyguard. I pray to God and my pistol be my bodyguard. I swear to God, that pistol be my bodyguard. I pray to God and my pistol be my bodyguard. I pray to God and my pistol be my bodyguard. I pray to God and my pistol be my bodyguard. I ain't have my hand out, broke nigga motivation. Couldn't find no empathy for a street nigga, that's discrimination. Don't play on me, I ain't got the patience. I was going through different phases, luckily I had an education. Start stenciling, start tracing. My intuition telling me the wave coming. Run up on me and you'll pay for it. Tunnel vision, bitch I'm in the trap for real. We hit the kitchen, sell the product and go pay the bill.